G'day and welcome back for more Assertive Acquisitions. TFE, do you still have a GPS that we can jump to get to the asteroids? Save us having to traverse that 50 Ks.
I might not have it anymore.
Oh. I think I've got it. I think asteroid Facilite is it.
47?
Should be about 47-ish. Just a little under 50.
So am I jumping?
Yeah, let's jump. Then I'll start mining some ice. Because we found ice on both those asteroids.
Yeah.
Excellent.
21 minutes of power remaining.
21 minutes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now, jump drive has already recharged.
Okay, and now it says how long?
Now it says 5 days. Nice.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
That was really worrying me for a second there.
It was worrying me as well.
So I was like, do we even have enough power left to generate
Yeah.
the magical extra power you get from ice?
Then I'm like, oh no, I've only got 10% fuel left.
Did
I guess
I
it's not-
GPS any ice up here? Don't think I did.
Hang on.
You want to approach?
I might have.
Oh, you did? Maybe?
Yeah. Looks like I did have the GPSs, I just had them disabled.
Can you send... Oh, excellent. Is that the Facilite ice? Cool. Where is Facilite ice? Okay, can you take us over near Facilite ice?
Yep.
And then I'll take the G0. I used some of your materials, I hope you're not upset, but I used some of your materials you brought with us to put a small ejector system on the G0.
Oh, that's fine.
I figured I probably wouldn't need it, but I figured it was also probably smart to have it anyway. My plan was just to strip away the stone and just clean mine the ice, but...
It'll only be a problem if the ejector flings it off to a planet and it somehow like crashes into something.
Okay. I do have spotlights on my little G0, so that's good.
And we're on the dark side of the asteroid.
Yep, that's why I immediately thought about spotlights.
Yep.
Once you're happy you're stopped,
yep,
I'll pop off.
I will work on getting this thing a bit more enclosed than it currently is. I'm not sure I want my hydrogen engines and all my batteries on the outside of the ship.
Oh. That's right, you turned all my thrusters off.
Well, yes, because I'm fighting the ship and burning holes in my floor.
Yeah. It's just because what I normally do is I normally turn off my dampeners rather than turning off my thrusters, so I was like, why can't I move?
I think it's because I was in flight.
Yeah, you were. You had a good reason. It was just one of those moments. Well, this is a tiny plot of ice, if this is all there is. Hopefully it's just the little bit that's exposed and there's heaps more in there, but I'm not sure that's the case. I think we might have to go hunting for some more. So there is very little here. Okay. So there's a downside in having ejectors that point forward.
Can't see what you're doing.
No. They have trouble ejecting when you're going forward because the little rocks are in the way.
Oh, you
so they don't eject at that point. There we go. Load number 1.
Nice.
In. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk.
It sounds like something's crashing into my ship. It's very disconcerting.
It's me crashing deliberately into the stone ejection. The stone that I ejected. Because it can't damage me, so I'm like, this'll be fun. Let's smash into it all as we fly back to get the tiny little bit of ice that remains.
Ooh!
It's okay.
What are you doing?
I only hit you with my drills, it's fine. I did not break anything on my ship. Everything is fine.
As long as you don't accidentally fire your guns in the wasabi if you go to get in it, because you can punch a hole clean through the side of the...
Well, I mean, it would give me a nice quick escape from the hangar.
I mean, that's assuming the explosion doesn't destroy your own ship.
That's a valid point. That is a very valid point. There you go. Got like 40,000 ice on board so far. That's basically all the ice that's here. That worked. Just use my drills as like scoops to fling the big rocks out of the way.
Strategy.
Well, otherwise, I ended, because of where I ejected, like I was doing the manual ejection from my cockpit to speed up the ejectors, and they were just in the way. So what was going to happen if I drilled was I was going to end up drilling them and recollecting them again. Which, meh. No one wants that.
Ah, they're gonna hit me. I don't know. They can kill you if they're large enough, aren't they?
A person, yes. A ship, no.
Yeah.
Well, how should we go about searching for more ice?
Well, I assume check out the asteroids that are nearby first.
Yeah, I think also we're in a position where it's like we do have the capacity to gain, you know, power and ice and things with the one O2H2 gen you have, but
Might need more than one.
yeah, for this to not be an incredibly tedious experience, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
we may need more than one.
I might not have the bits for an O2 gen.
Oh, that's problematic. Did you bring an assembler?
I did not.
Ah, okay. I mean, we have the survival kit. We technically could do it all.
We
Just-
could get an assembler, yeah.
Yeah, just very slowly and do it all back to front.
Yes, I mean you need to stop ejecting all that stone. Maybe.
Maybe. It'll be fine. The other option is we chance it.
What,
we
just go.
yeah.
Just go, we've got enough fuel.
Yeah. If one of these has a similar gravitational force as the moon, I could easily, like, I could potentially even fly the miner down to it, collect ice, and come back. That's a long way to travel. Or you could land.
Theoretically.
I mean,
How
or
much
we
fuel
could go back, but I don't really want to go back to our base now that we're out. I really do want to try and find Capac and get his help getting more thrusters. Yeah, let's go to another asteroid, see if we can find some more ice.
Which asteroid should we go to?
Just fly to any of them.
Why am I hearing clang noises?
Was there rocks inside your ship?
You've also still left your thrusters on again.
Oh, sorry. I forgot we were about to drive off. I will fix that. There you go, done. Ahoy there.
No.
Dancing on the windscreen, dancing on the windscreen. Not really a windscreen in space, is it?
Wait, I just noticed something. Your wasabi searchlight is shining through the wall. What sort of hacks are you using?
Best not to think about it.
Maybe it's X-ray vision or something.
Okay, I'm gonna go to one of these asteroids and see if I can spot anything with
Yep.
my drill.
Did I come to a stop before you try to take off?
No, I've
you're
already
doing
taken
it
off.
Suit. Okay.
Yeah, just suit,
Yeah.
suit. I will hopefully not faceplant into the asteroid.
Oh, my turret's been turned off the entire time. That's not ideal.
Oh great, my drill doesn't detect things anyway. Okay, so I have to do this visually.
I mean, it's such short range that...
Yeah, but it still gives you something if there's something just under the stone. But basically, we can only look at things that are on the sunny side of the asteroids. If it's not on the day side, we
Is that
can't find it.
nickel on the asteroid you went to?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just keep flying through the asteroids and see if I can spot some ice. Because I just have to actually spot it. My lights, save some power, turn off my broadcast.
Oh, yeah, I could probably use one of the main list of things I could put in this ship yet. Having some way to see where it is.
Oh, a beacon.
Yes, it's a good thing that Wasabi's here. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we'd lose each other and I'd probably never find you again.
This is nickel as well. TFA, I have found some ice, I think.
Ooh.
And more nickel. I think there's some ice on the surface here. It's a much bigger deposit than the last one.
I will need a GPS.
Yes. You can kind of keep heading forward.
Now, you tell me that after I've come to a stop. Well, am I still hearing random clang noises? It's very disconcerting.
Because the rocks will still be there. There we go. Head this way.
Right. I'm slightly terrified of slamming into an asteroid I can't see.
Yeah, if you just bring me nice and close, I'll fill you up and then we can make a jump, I guess. Right, what a stop.
Yep.
You might have wanted to stop a few hundred meters ago.
It's fine. Turn and burn.
Don't mind me. I didn't do anything I shouldn't have.
Crash into my hangar again.
I did, yes. It didn't do any damage, but I did crash into it.
That's meant to make me feel better.
Yes, it is.
It only went moderately catastrophically, therefore it's fine.
No, there was no catastrophe. There was just clank.
That seems like an oxymoron.
Oh yeah, there's so much more ice here. How many cargo containers do you actually have on board?
There's at least 4.
Okay.
There is 6.
Alright. So there's a decent amount of ice we can
Wait,
shove in
one
there.
owned, one not shared. It's owned by nobody? Okay, that's weird. I own it now?
Is one of the... could it possibly be one of the wasabi ones that you're looking at?
No, these are all small cargo containers, which I'm pretty confident you don't have on your...
No, I think the wasabi might have some.
Yeah, but it's a subgrid. It shows up as a different color if it was that.
Yeah, well, that's what I was asking. Are they different coloured ones, or are they...
Look like it. Oh, also my seat's back. For me, anyway.
So I think we've gained you like 2% of fuel or something.
Nice. Progress.
But we have filled your oxygen tank, so there's that.
Yes, I won't suffocate to death at least.
Well, not immediately. You've also got almost 100,000 kilos of ice on board already.
Suppose you could get some stone and I could run it through the survival kit. Just have like a basic assembler and refinery.
If you really want me to, I will, but I might grab the ice first.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea to go.
Alright, I'll do one more load and then I think we're probably good.
Yeah.
Well, as good as I think is reasonable for us to do. What percentage are your tanks at now?
At 11 and 12%.
Okay. Yeah, it's real slow.
Needs more O2 gens.
I suppose that's why you want the... I mean, can you build the bits? No, because you need steel tubes, don't you? So you do need a basic assembler to be able to do the... to build an O2H2 gen. How's the tank... how are the tanks going now? Yeah. I mean, the reason the percentage goes up so slowly is they're enormous tanks.
This is true. And there's 2 of them, so yeah.
Yeah. But equally, like, the O2H2 gens have to work for a long time. Like, it's still saying 7 hours till they're filled.
It's saying the batteries deplete in 6 hours. Well, nah, that won't.
Yeah, but then we start burning some of the fuel, and then we produce somehow bonus power, and so we end up being able to run it forever. As long as we have more ice. Are you happy for us to jump to one of those orange planets now?
Yeah.
Tony, I will go get in my... I will go turn off the dampeners on my mining vessel. Alright, guess let's do this jump and hope we don't get destroyed halfway.
That would be bad.
Yeah, it wouldn't be ideal. I don't really know... I think we're safe from the gravity well of the gas giant.
Did I jump the full 4,000 kilometers?
No, keep one of your jump drives safe. So just
Okay.
jump 2 and we'll see how far we get.
Good. Let's do 2,003 kilometers, because apparently that's 50%.
Sure, whatever.
Are you ready?
I am seated. I mean, I think there's some logic in it, but maybe we'll find the orange one at the orange planet.
I regret everything. Yeah. Oh no. Help. Evasive maneuvers. Serpentine. Serpentine. Oh, that's not good. Mayday, mayday. Whatever your names were on the moon. I'm in danger. Oh, radio's not working. Why is there never a convenient cave to hide in when you need one?
I mean, I think there's some logic in it, but maybe we'll find the orange one at the orange planet. Oh, nice. We ended up pretty close. That's huge.
Whoa! What is that?
I
Boy.
think that might be Capac.
Oh boy. Oh dear. This does not look good.
Yeah, that's Capac. Capac?
Huh?
We
Come
might
back.
want to move. That's getting really close to us.
Capac! You there?
Maybe the radio is working. Hello?
Why hasn't your radio been on?
I think it might have been damaged.
Right. Who's your new friend?
It's some kind of Hydra. I don't think it's friendly. Oh,
Apparently not.
what the?
Is your
Oh
jump?
no! There's another enemy.
Is your jump drive working?
It's a weird orange shoebox.
No, that's us.
What?
We're the weird orange shoebox or fish. Ooh,
Oh,
jeez,
dear.
that came close. Is your jump drive working?
I don't think so. Oh no!
Are your landing gear working?
I think so.
Well, grab onto us.
Come on.
TFE,
Oh,
you
boy.
ready to jump?
Increasing range.
TFE,
alright, you can
evasive
answer-
maneuvers do not help
Yeah.
Capac.
Yeah. I know.
You gotta move up close to him.
Yep. He can maintain a straight course. I can follow him.
Well, he's got the landing gear. He needs to grab onto us.
I'm just ballistic.
Okay.
So if you can approach me, I could maybe lock on. Oh, you're coming in pretty fast.
Oh, jeez.
Nope.
Oh. Capac, did you manage to lock to us?
No.
Try and inertial damp to each other.
I'll do it.
You might want to get moving a bit.
I'm almost there. Wait, why are you going down?
There.
I think he's locked.
You locked?
You locked? No. No, he's not locked.
I think I broke something.
You broke one of them. You've only got one left.
No.
Grab hold, grab hold, grab hold. We're not even moving. How are we not getting shot? Quick, Capac.
I'm trying. My
It's not
landing
locking.
gear's not doing anything.
We're locked,
Oh,
we're
it's
locked. Jump, 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 jump. And
Go.
accelerate.
Yeah, oh, we're going that way.
Capac, turn off your dampeners.
Oh, that's a lot of rockets.
Okay.
Oh,
I have no idea where we are. How far did
Got
you
12
jump?
minutes of power. Pretty far.
Okay, so we're a bit on the low side of power. Okay.
Yes.
TFE, do we have enough power?
We have 11 minutes, and the jump drives are going to take 4 to recharge.
Okay, how's your power and fuel situation, Capac? You've been gone a while.
I've got 18 days of power.
I was gonna say,
I'm down
what's-
to 75% fuel.
Yeah, what's still intact on your ship?
I've still got one oxygen generator.
Uh-huh.
My fuel tank hasn't exploded.
Well, yeah, bonus.
Definitely aren't any mysterious personages disconnecting.
I thought you were about to talk about the mysterious personages just outside your window.
Outside your window.
I'm trying to ignore them. Yeah, I think my jump drive is kaput.
That,
Hi.
And I lost my ore detector. I think it fell off.
so how have you been, Capac, on your epic adventure?
What have you been doing?
Not much. I was doing a little bit of scouting and then I got jumped by a bunch of hooligans.
Did you find anything good? Like,
Death. Is death good?
did you find those people on that planet, or was that planet okay? Like, could we visit it? It looked like it.
Well, I don't know if they live there,
Oh.
but they were definitely around it.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we check. We check the orange planet off the list of potentials then.
Well, that ship was pretty big.
Emergency only would we go there?
Yeah. Well, if we find another big enemy, we can drag them and see if they've. Well, I guess if they're friends, that could be really bad.
Get them to fight each other.
Yeah, but what if they're friends? Then they're both gonna fight us. Could make our situation worse.
Trick them into crashing into each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Capac, did you do something funny to the air in here? My voice has gone weird.
What? Well, I mean, I am down to one oxygen generator.
It's like really dry. You got a humidifier or something?
No.
Okay. Well, so TFE, how close are we where you should be able to jump soon, right?
We have jump just soon, but I suspect after that we're going to be pretty much flat.
Yeah. But we need to jump home? Now that we've
Yeah, I
we've
think home
found him?
sounds like a good idea.
Alright.
To the moon.
Yeah, back to the moon.
Hopefully those things haven't tracked us.
Yeah.
Wait, what is
It's getting
mean-
awkward.
I mean, we did jump in like the complete opposite direction, I think.
Of home.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even get to get my wasabi out. I didn't even think about it because I'm
It would have
like...
taken too long.
Well, yeah, it would have.
Alright, I guess I'll turn my thrusters off.
Yeah. We may, depending on if TFE can get home in a single jump, we may have to hook these two ships up together to use the
Yeah.
fuel on Capacs to provide power for this.
Yeah, I need
I think my connectors are okay.
Yeah.
Do you not have a connector on that thing somewhere?
No.
That seems like an oversight.
Potentially, but
I mean, we're in kind of a rush to get to space. There are many
Yeah.
lists that aren't quite finished.
we lost track of you, so we were coming to look for you.
Huh.
Well, we're coming to look for your ship, and hopefully you as well.
Wow.
You couldn't have just left him believing we were looking for him, TFE?
Well, hey, I'd say it's a bonus. We found him as well.
Yeah. But yeah, you dropped off the radar. We couldn't... Your radio went all garbled. You were speaking nonsense. And...
What?
What? You
How
were.
dare you say that I speak nonsense?
You were speaking nonsense, and so we decided we should come and have a look for you. Also,
think-
we might have tried to capture a cargo ship, and it did not go to plan. So we remembered why we hired you in the first place, which was that we really needed 3 people to take a cargo ship and be able to actually capture it.
Where is the moon?
How do I get to the bridge?
Well, you've probably got a GPS where the moon is, surely?
I have a GPS of where the home crater is, but that's in natural gravity, so I can't jump there.
Well, you can point towards it and jump there. Was it blind jump?
Where is it?
We're gonna have to do 2 jumps.
Is it on the other side of the gas giant?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Aha.
I think it is.
I don't have much power left.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to jerry-rig a hookup to get Capac's ship attached to this. Do we think the moon's on this side of the gas giant? I think it's on the far side. From where we're at. So
Well,
I
like
think,
the comics.
yeah. So I think go from this orientation leftward.
But,
Around the
I can
gas
see the
giant that
moon.
way.
Oh wait, no, I can see the moon. It's on the left of the.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
But I think
Looks a
think
bit
it's-
close though.
I think it's on the I think it's further than the gas giant.
But I've got the distance to it, so I should be able to get reasonably close.
Okay.
Seems risky.
I guess, are you ready to jump? Or are we still waiting for charging?
No, they've finished charging.
Alright, come back, let's sit down. TFE, take us away. Also,
2025.
you are not even vaguely pointed at it.
Hey, I'm pointed pretty close.
You are now. You weren't before.
Okay, I'm ready
Oh.
to jump.
We're getting a bit
Everyone's-
close to that star eater.
Yeah, is everyone seated?
Yep, I'm seated. Capac, you seated?
Yep.
Alrighty. Team is back together. At least until our ships get torn apart. In 1.
We
Still
do it.
intact? Oh, it's
Nope,
66
I got
kilometers
3.
below us.
I've only got 3 minutes of power. I'm gonna have to shut down the jump drives for the moment.
It's probably a good idea. Also, point towards home and
Alright,
coast.
I'll
Yeah, just
get
get.
the connectors
Yeah.
sorted out so I can hook up.
We should be okay at this point because
Yeah,
we
just
actually
fly
did
back.
make it home.
Didn't I just hear 3 minutes of power?
Yeah, but I turned the jump
That was
drive
while the
recharger.
jump drive was charging.
Oh, okay. How much power do you have without the jump drive?
2 days.
Yeah, that's fine. Whoa!
Ow. Hello. I was not expecting you to show up there.
I'm gonna have a look around.
Oh,
This
yeah.
big wedge of cheese that you call a spaceship.
Oh, this is TFE's build. I'm
And
building
you can
something that's down on the moon.
Oh yeah, Capac doesn't know about that, does he?
Nope.
It looks
It's
almost
been gone
like
for a
a
while.
backwards Cybertronian mode of Starscream.
I mean, if you look at it from above and look down on it, it kind of has a bit of a look like a fish with fins out to the side.
Yeah? A very rectangular fish.
So if we put some white stripes on it, we can call it Nemo or Marlin.
Or the sunfish.
If he's not even reacting slightly to any of this. He's just ignoring us, I think.
Alright, it's difficult to hear you over the sound of these thruster noises.
Right, if I can find
Yeah,
an
it should be
ocarina,
sound.
I could play the Ballad of the Windfish.
Do I reckon I can get the wasabi out while we're in flight?
I mean, I better hope you're damped to it, because I'm doing 100 meters a second.
Dampeners are off, probably.
I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen? You'll just be stuck against that wall still.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna give it a go. Oh. Crunch. Did I just make it out? I think I just got out.
Oh, I see a piece of a wasabi.
Yeah, you made it out by scraping along the
Yeah.
wall. This is gonna take a while. Even at this speed.
Okay. Now things are working. This is better. I just feel more comfortable in the wasabi. And I did notice that I need to rename this to wasabi. No, not wasabo, wasabi. Capac, you might want to get on board your ship and detach from TFE.
Yep.
Oh,
Because we are
just hit
over the
gravity.
base.
Oh, we're in gravity.
Ah, what the?
Gotta make
Let
sure
me
we're
in.
not upside down.
Yeah, just think about what you're doing at Capac right now.
It's fine, he's used to roller coasters.
Alright, I'm heading in with the wasabi. I'll see you two when you arrive. How far are you guys out?
2 kilometers?
Oh yeah. Capac, would you like me to open your hangar for you?
Sure. Assuming the door still works.
Yeah, I mean it did when I closed it.
It's like
Sure.
I probably need a hanger for my ship.
Well, you two can work on that one once you get down here, I guess. Unless Capac's got some other project he wants to work on.
Speaking of projects, what on earth is that thing?
What the?
Oh,
Don't know
yeah,
what
that's
you're
the,
talking about.
that's the ship.
What ship?
The ship.
Which thing are you talking about?
There's a thing with big... It's like a big donut?
The big thing made out of all wire frame.
Yeah, in a donut shape.
That is going to be our mothership. Our carrier.
A donut carrier.
Sure, I imagine it could carry donuts.
How many donuts could it carry?
Hopefully a lot.
Yeah, I imagine it would be a lot. A billion, a trillion, I don't know. Something insane, basically.
I thought there were more lights down here.
You never put any lights in your hangar. The lights all
No.
came from your ship, and you just never put any in. You just put the green ones in for your landing thing. I take it you're going to be doing some repairs now.
Take it I'm going to be doing some repairs for the next 3 weeks.
I mean, if you set things up, you might be able to put just a welder down next to your jump drive. I was thinking of doing the top part of the extra armor wing thing slightly differently to the bottom part, but if I do it identical, I might even be able to use a projector and just spin it around to do the other side. That's probably not worth it.
Back on dry land.
Okay, back. Now that you're back, do you want to go after a cargo ship with us?
What?
No?
Oh.
You two aren't keen for that? Oh, that's disappointing.
I mean, I've got to figure out some way to hook my ship up to the base and get power again.
Yeah, alright. Alright. We can wait a bit. Fine.
Getting the weirdest sense of deja vu.
Don't know what you're talking about. What could possibly go wrong? Isn't that what you
Out
like
of-
to say?
Out of sight, out of mind. That's also what I say.
Is it?
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, it's not out of sight. There's a big hole in the roof. There's 2 big holes in the roof.
Yep. Yeah, there are.
This thing is massive.
Yeah, it is.
It's a mothership. It's not going to be small.
And it's got purple on it. Like
Yep.
icing. It is a donut.
No, the purple was just for making it
Icing.
clearer what... I'm not even bothering. Yeah, sure, it's icing. Whatever.
Just needs some sprinkles.
So my hope is this thing will be big enough that we'll be able to carry paprikas and wasabis inside as armament, and potentially even an H-tram. and a printer for more paprikas and wasabis. The size of it should also enable us to possibly have your ship land on top and lock down on top.
Okay.
And perhaps TFEs underneath.
We've got 5 of the thrusters that we need.
Yeah, so we need a lot more. So we've got to do as much capturing of things as we possibly can. And we've got a grinder pit. Oh yeah, grinder pit. Come over here.
Yeah,
There's
the
a
grinder
maw.
pit.
What?
There's a gaping maw.
Oh dear. Probably see a doctor.
Where are you? There you are. There you go. Grinder pit.
Yep, that looks pretty terrifying.
Did you notice the lack of cargo ships around the crater?
Nope, it's dark.
Well, we ground them all down. And that is why we have enough plate to build something stupid like this.
Last time we did something stupid like this, didn't we have a problem with it catapulting bits out at terminal velocity?
Yes. This one apparently doesn't. I think it has something to do with the amount of force from gravity hitting it. So, because there's less gravity here, things aren't being pushed down as hard into the grinders, so the grinders don't get as much grab on it or something and can't fling it out at as quite a higher speed. So TFE and I have been having fun just standing around the edge whenever something's thrown in and seeing whether we get hit.
I see.
It's kind of a fun game of grinder roulette.
Sure. Fun is a word you could use.
It is fun. Well, I mean, we haven't been injured so far, so it is fun.
All fun and games until someone loses an eye.
Yeah, something like that.
Man, feels like you guys have been up to a lot.
Were you just
I mean,
asleep
what-
that whole time?
What, did you think we were just sitting here twiddling our thumbs?
What did you think we were doing?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it much. I was getting chased by hooligans.
He was probably expecting rescue earlier.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't really have like any capability to follow him when he left. So he kind of should have known that he was going to be left on his own.
Well, I was expecting to be able to run away from anything that I got into too much trouble, but I was overwhelmed.
When they hit you, I presume they hit your jump drive, or did you crash into something and destroy it earlier?
They snuck up on me. It was an ambush.
Uh-huh.
It's almost like they knew I was coming, like somebody ratted me out.
We had no idea where you went. How could we possibly...
Capac,
Hey, he's somewhere in the solar system.
hang on. You were ambushed. Were you asleep?
No,
You sure?
very sure.
You sure? Because when you sleep, you kind of sleep like the dead. Like, they could have been trying to hail you for ages and you would not have known.
I'm sticking with my rat hypothesis.
So he could have gone into restricted territory and then was surprised when they shot at him.
I'm
Potentially.
gonna be... Hey, I didn't see any buoys that told me it was restricted territory. But I'm gonna be watching the two of you real closely. If I can figure out where you are. Splitsy's over there.
Yes, but where amongst the many reflective beams of metal am I?
There's TFE. Ah, I can see his headlights over there. There you go. I got my eyes on both of you.
I mean, if you're worried about us, you should probably repair your ship.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's no rush. I need a bit of R&R after my deadly escapes.
Thought you were about to say ordeal.
Yeah, that too. And I'm kind of wondering how you're planning on subdividing this thing up. Like, are these meant to be like actual like decks of the ship?
Oh, in the middle? No, that was just me mapping stuff out slowly. There is something I do want to do, which is cut it in half and extend it by a block, because I accidentally miscounted, and it's even. Which means when your ship attaches on top, it'll look funny.
Ah.
Yeah. Might do that now, actually, before I get too far ahead. I wonder if this will explode when I do this.
Seems like a big job.
Yeah, there are 3 of us. Did you think I was going to do it all myself? Is that what you thought?
I guess I could help. So you just cut it down the middle, right?
Yeah.
It'll have to be detached from here, though, right?
Yeah, detached from the ground, yeah. Okay, I will build this piston and extend it.
Piston?
Yes, the piston. It's problematic.
What is?
Oh, I think I know what's going on now. You need some sort of control panel on this thing so I can convert it to a mobile grid.
Isn't this landing gear gonna not be attached because it's not built?
No, it's locked. but may as well build it so we can unlock it.
Oh, yep, I found the block Capac crashed into.
Alright. Info, convert to ship. There we go.
Wait, if you're extending this out by 1,
Yep.
and the merge block will need to be this block.
No, this one.
No, because that's extending it by 2.
No, that's 1. I've pushed the piston 2.5 meters across. So the important thing is, we check to see whether it's odd now. Is there a central block?
Yeah, that's 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be right.
Yeah. And now we can get rid of the other bits and we can connect more of it up and then it's good. It's done. Now,
No
I've just
energy.
run out of power and that's hurting.
Where's my ping
Watch
140?
out. Medbay, thank you. I need to get better at recharging my suit when I go back to get equipped.
Where were you planning on putting the hangar bay on this thing?
So one of the thoughts I had was the entry to the hangar bay being either from above, so you come in and then the hangar's inside, or come from below, or possibly even a pass-through. But I was thinking more about the pass-through, and I'm not particularly keen on it. I was thinking more like a go from above or shoot out from the sides. But I think I kind of want to leave the sides to potentially be automated missile bays, where we can print off missiles that hopefully, when we learn the technology, we can use it to send guided missiles at our enemies with nice big juicy warheads.
Well, you could have a different landing and launching system. Let's see, because you want things to be able to launch pretty fast.
Yeah, you do.
The landings don't necessarily have to be as fast. So you could have, like, ships come in for a landing from above, and they go down into, like, a hangar, and then they go out the back to launch.
Well, the back end is probably going to be a lot of thruster.
Well, I thought the thrusters could be, like, around the donut.
The donut's not really sized for thrusters. Yeah, I think we'll be able to fit some thrusters in there, but not enough. I think the central part.
My energies.
What we could do is make sure that the hangar has 2 quick launch locations, so that there's stored ships as well as quick launch ones that are basically the parking position for those is such that you basically shoot straight up out of it. And make sure that the hangar entryway is big enough to have the quick launch and the slow landing, the safe landing sort of thing. But yeah, the sides aren't really big enough for the amount of thrust that this thing is likely to need. Because I think my plan is to make this mixed hydrogen and ion. So it'll need to have space for both types of thrusters and piping to the hydrogen ones. But at the moment, what I'm trying to do is design these wings on the side, which are sort of effectively spaced armor.
Is this thing meant to be flyable in atmosphere?
In an ideal world, I would like it to be. But that'll be under hydrogen power.
So I was going to say, a good way to do a quick launch in a gravity field would be a drop launch.
Yeah.
Where you disconnect and drop out of a downwards facing bay.
Yeah, alright, we can have the hangar open downward then. Because then I guess if it is capable of landing on a planet, you can also drop a rover out that way. Once I've got the size more mapped out, I'm going to try and make some deployable landing gear at the front to drop down to the level of what you're calling the donut.
Okay,
So I can
yep.
rest on the rear bit of the donut, but then the front will be a deployable landing gear that comes down. Which will probably be on a pair of hinges.
Okay, that was unexpected.
What was that?
I died.
What?
How? You fall off the ship.
I was placing blocks, and I started moving too fast, so I placed a block, but it missed being placed on the other block, so it placed in the air. And then I stopped when I realized something was going on, and the block crashed into me and killed me. Okay, that was unexpected.
Oh, that's so good. You Capac yourself with a block.
Yep.
That's amazing. Good job. That's awesome. I have never died that way. That's an achievement.
I'd say it's probably got to be one of the rarer deaths out there.
Yeah, I would say so. Oh wow, that's gold. Good job.
Actually, that was the thing, putting like basic production facilities on this, wasn't it?
That was one of the things you were thinking of doing, yeah.
Mm.
I'm trying to match a design I did on one side to another side, and it's really, really painful. Because I can't remember what I did.
So you want to use these big curved wing bits as sort of landing gear?
Potentially, yeah. Maybe not definitely, but potentially.
If you wanted to do that, as well as having a hangar, you could have like a big...
Deployable lift.
Yeah, a big lift that drops down to the ground to like deploy like rovers and stuff like that.
Yeah, we could. I think one of the big challenges here is going to be getting enough of this laid out so then we see what room we've got for what and what we want to put where. Because I'm a little bit hesitant to start laying stuff out until I've got a shape that I'm after, because what I wanted to do here was actually get a ship that has a cool looking shape and then take that shape and make it something functional, and that's kind of not how I normally do things, so it's a bit of a difference. I'm kind of relieved that you're like looking at this and being like, ooh, I could do this with this, I could do this with this, rather than being like, why are you building so enormously?
Ah, it's fun to build unnecessarily big things.
I agree.
So when are we doing that space elevator then?
Until the work becomes too hard, and then I leave it for you.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
This might help make things a bit more manageable.
Oh,
We subdivide it into sort of chunks. So these are
11 by 11?
the same as the width. So yeah, the frame is 11 by 11. The gaps are 9 by 9. 9 by 9 seems like it'd be a good size for a hangar door or a big rover deployment lift.
Yeah. So the hangar doors are probably not, like, I don't intend to make anything that's airtight,
Yeah.
because obviously the scale is as big as it is. Although we could make something airtight. Use merge blocks to lock it in place.
The bay itself doesn't necessarily have to be airtight.
No,
We
I
could
was
have-
thinking it'd be better just to have those be open to space, because then we just have airlocks entering them. Gives us a lot less risk of losing massive amounts of oxygen and having to constantly resupply on that front.
No, what have you done?
No, don't tell me that's happened. What?
Have you ruined the icing?
I don't know where I've stuffed up, but there are too many of an angle that not on the other side.
That was a sentence, I think.
What he's trying to say is it's asymmetrical.
Where is it? What are you looking at?
Messed up the second side.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that as you're laying this out, you would probably be better off welding it up as you go, because it'll be a lot easier to see.
Yeah, I know, but because I was changing things quite a bit, I wanted to be able to grind it off, put it back in, and mess around with it.
I'd say that even then, it would probably still be... The benefit of being able to see it would be worth the downside of having to grind it a little longer if you need to change it.
Yeah, potentially.
We do certainly have an insane amount of plate.
We do, fortunately.
So, are you happy with the purple icing as it is?
I
Over
think so. I'm struggling to come up... Ow!
Ow! Rude.
I'm struggling to come up with a way of doing the angles involved any better than that.
You're committed now.
Yeah, I am. I can't get my head around what I need to put where. I don't know what I've done.
Blocks in the holes.
There are no holes.
It's made of girders. It's all holes.
I mean, yeah, that's arguably true. So, TFE, how comes your connection set up? Oh yeah, nice and simple. And you're actually almost on the ground when you do it. You are in contact with the ground at that connector.
Slightly, yeah.
I assumed that was intentional.
Not really, no. It's just happened that way.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was thinking that the logical choice for like access ways
Yep.
would be these like 3x3 sections down either side.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And you can have like external windows on the outside, and you can have like internal windows looking at docking bays and.
And also, given it's 3x3, there's still enough room that you can make the passageways small for a section and have these as missile bays for part of the hull.
Yep, and
Because I was going to build missile printers into them so that we can have a barrage and then have them near instantly reprinted and then fire off a second volley. But obviously, we need the AI tech to reach our level of dreams before we can do that.
that's your department.
That's Keen's department, but yeah, sure. It will eventually be my department, yes.
But yeah, then the sort of like the rounded sections like underneath these corridors we can use for like the conveyor network.
Yep. And they can potentially be habitation as well. For some parts.
Well, these corner bits will be a bit cramped.
Unless they're windows. Like, you can have, like, the mess hall and stuff in them. Like, they seem cramped because of the scale we're working at, but they're actually pretty sizable. Like, if you had some 2x1 windows going up instead of the slopes, and then you've got a 2-story high thing that's 3 blocks wide, that's big enough to have a decent sized table in it, have a little kitchen. But yeah, I don't want the hull to be uniform the whole way along. I want there to be some variations, and we'll add extra little bits of armor that pop out and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll have extra room in some bits. But yeah, I think you got a good kind of idea reserving these side bits for making sure we've got passage front to back. Well, since the sun is now starting to shine on part of our little space here,
It's time to sleep.
well, I was actually going to say, it's time for us to probably focus on repairing your ship so that we can very soon go up and take on more cargo ships so we can get some thrusters for this thing.
Repairing things is boring.
I know, but we'll get to it. And TFE, how are you looking over here? Because you must be...
I might actually have a vaguely complete ship soon.
Sweet. So we got 2 scout ships, we got a mothership on the way, and we will attempt to repair Capac's ship and get after some cargo ships next time. This is all that, and plenty more to come. And we will see you then.
Catch you next time, everybody.
Bye.
Okay, that was unexpected.